Today on air, I am overwhelmed to share space with a very versatile and vibrant woman, alias DXP High Heels Realtor, Gauri Mahalle.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you for the intro. And,
It's my pleasure.
and more than that, I think being a guest, I think we are friends. So
Exactly.
it's very good to share this.
More special.
Yes, absolutely. Special episode.
Yes. Well, you have had a great history and rich experience in the Indian real estate market.
Yes.
And now here you are successfully contributing to the Dubai real estate market.
Yeah.
So just walk us through your journey.
Okay, so real estate is not like a field to me, it's my life because that's what I've been doing all my life. There's nothing else I know apart from this because I started my career into into civil engineering, and then I did my postgraduate into real estate and urban infra.
Wow.
So I've been in love with buildings while I was growing up and seeing my father and everyone. He was a civil engineer. So I was pretty clear on what I had to do with my life.
That's
So
perfect.
that's the, path I followed. And yeah, then I got my degree and then I got placed in brands like Godrej, Panchsheel and, even Shobha in Dubai.
The
And
very
now-
big players in the market.
Yes. And then I was like, if I've come and taken such a big step of being in Dubai real estate from Indian real estate, I think I should take a little bit more leap of faith and try something which I've not tried till now. And I don't think I would have tried it in India, being a real estate agent.
Of course.
But I think that, to grow yourself, you need to step outside the box. So, yeah, here I am trying something new and still
That's
learning.
perfect. We are very proud to be Indians, as we keep saying it.
Yes.
And interestingly, over the years,
Yeah.
Indians as a nationality
Correct.
have been very consistent contributing in terms of maybe investment or
Yeah.
even first-time home buyers in Dubai. So what are your thoughts in terms of what kind of locations or communities do they actually prefer?
So Indians have been consistently, they've been buying in Dubai for over decades now, And just to give you some stats, like last year, in the last quarter of 23, Indians were the top nationalities buying in Dubai. Like they even surpassed, UK as well as Russia, which were like strong markets last year. So Indians have always been consistent in Dubai market. And for them, Dubai is now like the first choice. Like earlier, Indians used to consider investing in the US, Europe, UK, but now they're preferring Dubai. And this is also as per the report from Sotheby's.
Yes.
So, and Indians, they love land. So we've seen them invest quite a lot in townhouses, villas, projects.
Huge spaces is
Huge
what makes
spaces.
home for us.
Correct. Yes, because as Indians, we come from big families. So when you talk about big families, it's always about, it's always about big houses. It's always about land. But then also, they're also very smart investors.
True.
And especially talking about India as a market. Now, India is giving you a rental returns of 2 to 3%. And if you put in commercial up to like 4 to 5%. And
At the max. I
At the
mean,
max.
deducting taxes and
yes,
everything.
taxes are, it takes away major chunk. And then things like capital gain, property tax.
Currency
now-
fluctuation.
Yes. And inflation, again, playing a very, very major role. Like just a recent example is that dollar went up. And that caused a lot of, fluctuations with the rupee as well. But the good part is that the dirham is pegged to the dollar.
Yes.
So when you invest in Dubai market, you are at least sure that, your money is not going to go, depreciate or it's not going to, be a victim of inflation. You are doing a secured
100%.
investment. Yes. And also golden visa is something which again attracted a lot of Indians to Dubai. Because
overseas customers are just flooding in because of this
Correct.
beautiful golden opportunity called the golden visa.
Yes.
Absolutely right.
And also, like earlier, they used to give it on 10 million for 10 years. But then Dubai government, being the fabulous government they are,
Yes.
they decided to give it on 2 million, which is a very, very, very good and attractive price point for a lot of people. So that, I think, is also something which attracted a lot of Indians to Dubai. And especially the way, Dubai handled COVID, and we know that situations were tough back in India. So that also gave people a security of having a second home somewhere else.
Yes.
And also that you can sponsor your family members, you can sponsor your house helps, everyone This is
everybody.
something very, very thoughtful, which not other people or not other countries in the world are giving.
Yes.
So that's something which we have seen drive the Indian demand in Dubai, and good for us.
Good for us, of course.
As we are Indians.
Yes, I mean, absolutely agree with what you've been saying. And also, when we look at a shift in terms of prime locations, right, within Dubai, be it ready or off plan, Indians are now flocking towards some of the new developing areas.
Absolutely.
I would like to hear from you. What do you think? Which area would that be?
So in the recent times, there's been quite a lot of talk about, let's say, like very, very recent will be Al Maktoum. But then Al Maktoum is like it's a 10-year plan.
A future plan.
Yes. So that is something which, you'll have to wait and watch and let your asset grow, down the line. But then there's also something which is called as Dubailand. Now, you must have seen there's been so many launches, and not only, launches in a particular segment. Like there's been launches in apartments, there's been launches in terms of townhouses, there's been launching in terms of villas. So you're actually seeing everything come over there. So now the city is moving farther from the main Sheikh Zayed and moving towards the other highways of Dubai, which are like 311, 611.
And Alain.
And that entire stretch is going to flourish and come up with beautiful communities, which we in Dubai call as suburban communities.
Exactly.
Because people are okay traveling. Like people are okay, like if I talk 10, 15 years back, like, how Dubai was in, let's say, 2010, even driving 15 minutes away from the city center was considered, oh my God, it's far.
Exactly.
Right? But now when we see like people coming from different part of the world, they're okay traveling. Like they've traveled for an hour, they've traveled for half an hour, which is pretty okay for them.
It's become part of their daily routine, which is completely fine, especially with the plan of D33, where we obviously already see huge implementations with the new Infinity Bridge from Dubai Harbour, which is going to cut down the traffic from a drastic 25, 30 minutes to like less than maybe 10 minutes, which is fabulous.
Yes.
Well said. And I think I totally agree when you say Dubailand as an area, because Dubailand itself is like ingrown community, I can say, which has various districts to it.
Correct.
And lately it has been the go-to location for many, many back-to-back launches.
Absolutely.
And I think accessibility, like you correctly mentioned, is one of the key factors creating this upsurge for Dubailand.
Yes. And if you see a lot of areas in Dubai, they don't have the name Dubai in their, prefix. Like, there are areas which are named different. But then all the areas which you'll see right now, let's say Dubailand or Dubai Island for that matter, they have something special coming in them. And that's the reason Dubai has decided to give their name to that particular area.
Exactly.
So there's a huge potential which even Dubai government sees in upcoming of Dubailand as an area. And also, if you see like how well it's been brought up, like I remember coming to Dubai 5 years back and just as a tourist, and my brother was like, come, let's go to Global Village. And we went to Global Village, and that time Global Village seemed so far.
Exactly, like out of the city.
Yes, and I was asking my brother, like, where are you taking us? This is desert. Where are we going? Everything was on Sheikh Zayed or everything was Burj Al Arab, Burj Khalifa.
Towards the waterfront.
Yes. And then I was like, you're taking me to Global Village where there's absolutely nothing. But now you go on that stretch and there's so many communities that have come up and people love staying over there.
Exactly.
So, like maybe 5 years down the line when all of these communities which have recently been launched, once they are delivered as well, that will become like one of the most preferred locations.
I would probably call it as the next best developing community.
Absolutely.
Because say, for example, you consider downtown Business Bay or even the financial hub, the IFC.
Yeah.
You can just very conveniently hop into the car from Dubailand as a community.
Yeah.
And if you take a lane, which is one of the smoothest highways till date,
Correct.
you go past Maidan, which is the Sheikh Hamdan's favorite area with the Maidan race course, and you will reach downtown Business Bay in no time at all.
Absolutely.
So,
and the biggest thing is that there are no signals there. And you drive at 120 as the speed.
We are just cruising.
So, it's that like highway, I would say. I wouldn't say like a road. It's very convenient. And there is a lot of development happening over that side as well. So in a way, if you see now, Dubai is moving from its main hubs, which were there, and now it's creating new hubs. So Dubai Land is one such area which in the coming years is going to be talk of the town. It's still the talk of the town because there's so many launches that have been, happening.
Absolutely. It's already started.
Yeah, and like selling from around 900 to 1,000 dirhams, which was a couple of years back, to now selling at around 1,400 to 1,500 dirhams per square feet. We've seen that growth.
Exactly.
Right? And like there's a huge potential still because the area has not come up. Like it's, I think,
I would still say it's the original birth price of the location as we speak.
Yes.
And very glad that we are a part of this entire growth.
Correct.
Because Dubai as an entire emirate, we are still developing.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is for everybody out there who thinks that, no, this is the highest that you've ever seen. You're definitely going to go into a correction the upcoming years. Yes, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's going to probably happen after we reach that kind of developed stage, which I clearly see only happening maybe closer to like D33 or D40.
Like this is a funny question, and this is something which almost all my buyers ask me whenever I have a conversation with them, that what do you think about the market? Do you see a correction coming in? And the only response of, that I give to my clients is that it's not an investor-driven demand only.
Not at all.
It's also like there are that number of people that are moving into Dubai. That's why when people are putting in their money, there are people who are moving to Dubai and want houses for themselves.
Exactly.
So it's not going to be like people are buying so many things and there's so many projects that are going to be delivered, but there are that many people moving in. Like you've made Dubai your home, I've made Dubai my home. And similarly, there are like so many people because of various things happening around the world. And Dubai seems to be one of the safest options for a lot of them.
Completely agree. So let's go over the growth and the stats. This is as per the stats since 2022.
Yeah.
So from a transaction value of 93 billion AED, which was actually just catering to around 21,600 homes back then.
Correct.
We have grown in 2023 for the entire year to only around 150 billion. Wow. I'm saying only.
Yeah, because
here we are just through the first half of 2024 and already at a transaction of 186 billion AED.
It's the numbers were there to speak for themselves. Like,
exactly.
And once you present the stat, there's nothing no one can question about it because it's not...
Numbers never lie.
Yes. So, like people are trusting that location in terms of investment, in terms of self-use housing products because it's beautiful communities.
And it's beautifully developing with the new public transport, your schools, everything.
Yeah.
Great. So thank you so much for your insights. They were really helpful.
Absolutely.
Let's wind this up with, I can say, a rapid Q&A session with a well-renowned realtor.
Okay.
Favorite location or community 2024 versus 2027?
Oh, okay. You mean upcoming community or an established community?
Let's say both.
Okay, so for established, I would like to go with Dubai Health Estate.
Perfect.
It's very centrally located, so I like
one of my personal favorites too.
Yes, and there's everything. So, I love Dubai Health Estate as a community right now. And upcoming, I would definitely like to see how Shobha Heartland 2 shapes up. Because they're promising quite a lot and the community looks very promising.
Yes.
So I want to see how that shapes up in 27, 28.
It's innovation to another level that I would say that Dubai has already seen.
Yes.
Ready or off plan?
For me, it's off plan because firstly, I'm not paying interest and I get a flexible payment plan. Plus, I get some appreciation to go down the line. So
infrastructure will also be modern and way ahead of its time.
Absolutely.
And that
new
means...
finishes.
Yes, exactly.
Because I'm very finicky when it comes. I'm a civil engineer, right? So I'm very finicky to finishes. So,
so smart home facility or modern state-of-the-art amenities?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think I would go with modern state-of-the-art amenities because lifestyle is something which is very important.
Yes.
Smart home, I can get it done myself.
Exactly. Okay. penthouse apartment or like a villa townhouse G+2?
For now, I would go with a beautiful apartment, probably in, like a good area with a good view. But the end goal is definitely a penthouse with phenomenal views. Like, like this is something.
Breathtaking views every
Yes,
single morning.
Yes.
Right.
So I want to wake up to that. So,
Okay. Rent or buy?
Buy.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Because rents in Dubai have gone up quite a bit.
Because you want to be a resident in Dubai or a tourist forever in Dubai?
Absolutely. Yes. So your house is something which is a very, very personal choice.
Yes.
But then there's something which we always tell our clients is that look at investments first and then think of your house. So,
Well said.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gauri, for joining us once again.
Absolutely.
And you guys probably already know how to reach her on her Instagram handle, DXP High Heels Realtor. Thank you so much. We had a great session.
Absolutely. Pleasure
Looking forward to a continued relationship.
Pleasure was all mine. And thank you for having me.